All right. So sorry, guys, that we are 4 minutes late. Literally, it was like they wanted us to delete. Well, I had to delete some of our files, like old files, because it was too much storage, and we had to be able to record this episode so we can post it on YouTube. So, saying that, welcome to the Shit Talking Podcast. Be my own sound effects. Period. And we're gonna wait for Breon to get in here. I already invited her. She probably was because I literally had just got off FaceTime with her, so and told her I was about to start the podcast, and she probably looking like, why is it taking so long? Because I had to, you know, I had to upload or not upload, but fix the file shit. So how is you guys' day? How are you guys doing today? Okay. Today I think I had a pretty okay day. I think I had a pretty okay day. I literally just came from seeing Candyman. And there is Breon, Lonnie with the T. I'm gonna invite her on up here.
I was having so many technical difficulties. I don't think anyone understands.
No, it's okay because that's why we were 4 minutes late getting on because prior to getting on, it was telling me right before I was about to click start the live show that our storage was full,
Oh
and
no.
and if we could still do the show, but it just wouldn't save the recording, and
Oh
it was kind
no.
of like, what's the point of doing the show if we can't save the goddamn recording?
Okay,
So,
because
okay, I had to free up some space before I started the show because what would be the point of doing this whole thing? I mean, yeah, people could catch it on the live, but most of our viewers do come from after we do our show. So,
literally.
and we're up to 23 downloads on
I
Podbean.
just seen that. I was like, hey, look at us.
Yep, because our first highest number, of course, is our first show, and then the second one, which was no surprise, it's no surprise to me, is that is our dating show has the
Oh,
second most download. So that's
I
not a
mean,
shocker. But
not.
the other three episodes, they're still doing good. Like
Okay.
they're honestly like one download behind the dating episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like any of our shows just have like one download. Like they all have more than three.
Oh, I'm
Our
here
first
for
our
it.
first episode has nine. Two, three, and four have four, and then our last episode we just did has five. So yeah, we're
Okay.
doing pretty good. 23 downloads, what, 18, 19 followers on Podbean.
Hey.
That's pretty good considering a lot of the people that listens to our show, they're not on Podbean because, most
Yeah.
people do their podcast on Apple Podcasts and probably coming next season, guys. We're, each and every season we're going to get better and better. So, we're looking to have our stuff available on Apple Podcasts because I know that is more convenient for a lot of people because, people got Apple
Mm-hmm.
products. So,
Yeah.
I don't know who this person is, but hey, whoever your
Hey.
name starts with a PBG, because that's a long. When somebody doesn't actually create an account, it just gives them the little,
Yeah. The little
the little freaking username with the little extraterrestrial letters and shit.
Man, I ain't even gonna lie. Podbean is so hard to maneuver around. It was taking me a minute just to change my profile pic.
Well, you know what? I don't know because I've been doing it on the computer this whole time, and it just seems pretty fair, easy to me. But maybe that's because it's on the computer. I don't know.
Man, my computer hates me. Every time I try to go on Podbean, it says nope.
Please, but all right, so guys, let's go ahead and get into our show. You already know what's about to come up next. We're about to get into the What's Happening segment where we talk about what's happening in the streets. It could be news, or it's news related, but it could be like political, entertainment, something maybe that we seen happening outside our own apartments or homes. Like, it could be anything, but just new stuff that's going on out here in the streets that we feel like people should be informed about. So, do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
I
Who
went
went first
first
last time?
last time, so it's your turn.
Okay, so mine is kind of like mixed with, I don't want to say political, but is the, I guess that's, I don't know what that would be considered, if it's environmental, medical. I know it's medical, but like it's a pandemic, epidemic. So it's about COVID, but it's also about, I guess it's some entertainment in there somewhere. Not entertainment, like it's funny, but y'all see it. So basically, I came across this video on Twitter. I don't remember if it was yesterday or 2 days ago, but anyway, I came across this video on Twitter, and this guy was basically saying how there is this woman, and she advertises, or she has a business that she sells fake COVID tests, like.
Wait, what?
Yes. Hey, Betho. Hey, Day. She said hella confused, but nigga, we made it.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell you, man,
It's
it's
okay.
crazy.
Next season, I'm telling y'all, next season it's all about growth. Like we're gonna get better and better with the shit. But yeah, y'all. So this woman, she has a business selling COVID, like fake COVID cards. That says that you're vaccinated. And the thing is, he said, he was saying how obviously her first page probably got shut down because the page that's in her bio now says whatever the business name, but the number 2, which means this is the second page.
Okay.
Meaning something happened to the first one. So he was saying he messaged the girl because he wanted to figure out, how she's doing it. So he messaged the girl as if, he was somebody that could help her, because she was looking for more people to, help her with this business venture. She was looking for people who, worked in hospitals or Walgreens and CVS's, places that you get the vaccine.
Yeah.
So he's DMing her, and she's basically saying like she has a person in New York that it's something called a lot number, and when you get your vaccination, you also get a lot number. So if somebody
Hmm.
goes into any system and looks up that lot number, your name pops up and it lets them know that you got whatever number that vaccine was.
Yeah.
So the person in New York, they manually insert lot numbers, or they manually insert people's names for lot numbers. So
Okay.
when their name pops up in the system, or when someone goes and types their name in the system, it's going to appear that they're vaccinated. Right.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
if she's paying this woman $100 per person, and it'd be like 30, she said she'd be having 30 people a week.
Just to get a fake vaccination sheet?
I mean, she'd be having like 30 people a day, and she'd be making like
Oh,
$10,000 a week.
oh, she's coming up. That's a
And that's just how
scam.
much the nurse that's putting the names inside of the system. But it's just like you're going through all of this to get a vaccine, and then he made it even better points, which really got to me, which was these people are getting cards saying that they're vaccinated when they actually do get sick and go to the hospital, and the people look it up and it's saying that they've been vaccinated and they really haven't. It's adding on to the actual numbers, the actual statistics of, the vaccinated people are still getting COVID. And it's
Wow.
like you're adding on to the narrative for the anti-vaxxers. Like, see, people are vaccinated and it's still not working. When in actuality, you have to now wonder, well, is this person really vaccinated? And that's why they
Or
got sick. And that's like that
okay.
just blew my mind, because when you think about how many people out here, like if you got 30 people a day, you're doing 30 people a day, and that's just in New York. It's so, and I'm just like, 30 people a day, like, and do 30 times 7. I don't feel like doing that shit. That's like what, 210 people a week. 210 people a week. Now you do that times 4. That's like what? That's like 800, around 800.
840?
Yeah, 800 to 1,000 people, bruh,
Oh,
a
nah,
month.
man.
A month that's getting fake vaccination
Fake
cards, bruh.
that.
And then
It's
when
not
you
serious.
go to the hospital and they're counting you as a vaccinated person, and you're making the statistics wrong. You're making it, the numbers wrong. The numbers are lying because these people aren't really vaccinated. And
Ooh,
I'm just like,
child.
that is crazy. It really did blow my mind, because I'm like, that does add to the rhetoric for these people who don't believe in the vaccine. If you don't want to get the vaccine, just don't get the vaccine. But don't be pushing all
Literally.
these false ass narratives and these false facts to scare people into not doing what they feel like is right for their body. Because now you're fucking with science. You're fucking with the numbers, for real, and that's not right. So I just thought that was interesting. I just thought people should know that people are really, that's not a joke. Like, people are really out here getting fake vaccination cards. Like, it's never been that. You don't want to, and it's just like, if you don't want to be vaccinated, then stand in your unvaccinated ass ways. Like, why you got to cover up the fact that you're not
Literally.
vaccinated? I thought y'all was so gung ho for not getting it. So why you can't just let people know you're not? Why you got to lie about it?
Chat,
And
I
I
don't
guess
know.
people are like, well, they gotta lie because in a lot of places and instances they're making it mandatory. So if you're not vaccinated, you can't do a lot of things. But it's just like, okay, if you don't want to get the vaccination, then you need to sit your ass down. Sorry.
Literally, just stay at home.
Because why do you get to infect other people because of your choices? Like, stay home.
Oh,
Child.
child. This is ghetto out
It's
here.
very much ghetto. Like, I seen something on, I think on, I forgot what platform it was, but I just seen it today where it was like a teacher knowingly had symptoms of COVID and still went to
Oh.
school and infected over half the class. Now it's shut down.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck, guys? Come on now. We got to do better. We got to do better. Come on.
Oh.
Like, y'all infecting
Okay.
the children? The children. You already know people under the age of 12 can't get the vaccination. So what are y'all doing?
I guess the children is not our future,
Okay,
but
people been said fuck it. Yes, yes, Beto. The fake positive tests. So like they are getting the card that you get when you, because if you've been vaccinated, you know exactly the card I'm talking about. That little small looking index card that's cut into a square with the fucking words, the printing on it with the, you can, it has like 4 or 5 maybe 4 to 6 slots on it. I don't know why, because you should be only getting 2 vaccinations, but you got like 4 to 6 slots on that hole, and you can
hey,
have, you put the thing on there where you can get da 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 da, and it just be like, why do you want a fake one though? Like,
they said, do they have fake positive tests?
fake positive. Girl, you if you've ever seen, if somebody you know has a negative one, if you go get a negative one, you could probably find somebody that is good at, Photoshop and moving shit around or creating something based upon an image, and you could probably just have them build you a fake positive test based upon what that negative one looked like. Because that's what I used to do for my sick
Man.
notes.
And did,
Okay,
actually.
look at a real sick note and see what it looked like, and then create
Okay.
your own based upon that one. It works every time.
Change that time of date, change the date,
Yeah,
change the name, the
man,
symptoms.
they're making a come up off this fake vaccination shit. Like,
Oh,
be
indubitably.
safe out here, y'all, because some of these people who saying they vaccinated really not.
Really not. You need to start asking for the card with the actual printable prints to show that you actually got the vaccination.
But it's just like, even if you have, that's what they're selling, the card. They're selling the card.
Oh,
So
fuck.
you can walk around with it on you, and it shows your, where you quote unquote
Okay,
got the vaccinations from. And if
let
you
me
look it up in
punch
the
you in the
system,
arm.
it's going to say that you got the vaccination. The only way somebody would know that you didn't is, honestly, they wouldn't. They wouldn't know, honestly. They wouldn't
So
know that you got it.
if
Unless,
I punch
again,
you,
I don't know.
if I punch you in the arm, yeah, I know you got it or not, because that shit
See,
was what?
Betho said a doctor just got fired for selling fake notes so kids don't have to wear masks in school. I think in California. I just got my. Oh, I
Damn.
see you are, but hi, seeker. Yeah, I'm glad you got your second shot
Period. Now you
because
done.
okay, because it's crazy out here in these streets, y'all. People is really like not giving a
Sick.
fuck. They're really just, and
Nah.
America wants to wonder why people like we're still sick like damn near 2 years later. Yeah, because you guys are selfish. Americans are selfish. If we haven't noticed, hello,
Yeah.
that's this world in a nutshell. America is selfish. The people in it are selfish. Like, we've been brought up to think that we're the only people that matter. A lot of Americans have main character syndrome. So
But
when you
my
tell someone
question,
that something is better for the greater good, they're just kind of like, oh, well, let me go do the opposite, which is what's only good for myself.
but how are we the land of the free, but we still in the shackles of COVID? It
Bitch,
don't make sense to
we
me.
ain't ever been free. America always
You
been
right.
working and running off the backs of the minorities. What the fuck?
You right.
We
You
ain't
right.
never
You
been
right.
free. Even if we're free to walk around and do what we want to do, mentally, we're still not free. And that's
Okay.
a whole nother episode ever. Period.
Okay.
That's a
The
whole nother
air is
topic.
free.
Okay. It's free to think. Because hell, back in the slavery days, it seemed like they could read your thoughts and they would whip your ass for that.
Lord forgive me. That's not funny. But
No, but for real, like it's like the asses was just reading if they just
Okay.
knew that you wanted to run away. Even if you wasn't thinking about running away, if they felt like your ass wanted to run away, they was gonna whip your ass. Ain't that crazy?
Be like, come here, little Jimmy. I'm about to whip
Okay.
your ass today because I
Just
felt
to
like
make
it.
sure I got the fear in your ass, I'm just gonna whip you randomly. What the fuck?
What the fuck? But you
White
know what
people is
killed me?
crazy.
What really kills me about that is then you want to quote the Bible. Don't be trying to quote the Bible after you just gave me 12,000 lashes.
And nothing wrong. That's why I understand why a lot of Black Americans probably don't, or not a lot, but why some Black Americans might not fuck with Christianity, because it was used to enslave us.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I can understand how you can't be involved or love something or be a part of, really believe in something that was used to forcibly enslave you. I really wish Christianity wasn't introduced to Black people like that. I really wish it wasn't. But it was, and you can't change history. And hell, you can't even change the fact that the Bible been changed. But that's a whole another topic. Let's move on to your piece of news, because
Man, I feel like I
what's
had to do
happening
something
in your
different.
streets?
First of all, it took me forever just trying to find something. But I thought this topic was really interesting. I don't know if literally we were just talking, me and Dave were just talking about the shade room, but somebody had posted some fight or some argument between, who was it, Jack Boy and Kodak Black. Let me just tell you something.
Yeah,
This
I watched that
shit,
shit on the Shade Room. Bro. I'm not even cap. I'm ashamed to say I seen it on the Shade Room, but I did see it because that shit was ridiculous.
I had to go on
Bitch,
YouTube
I
just
booed
to
it
watch the I had to go on YouTube just to watch the whole entire thing so I can like
up.
piece
Hey,
together where this
Savvy
shit's coming
girl.
from.
Oh, hey, Ken Ken. See, it's a whole bunch of people I didn't even see get in here.
But yes, okay, so you watched the video,
Indeed, I
correct?
did. Indubitably.
Okay. So if you guys did not watch it, please go on the Shade Room and watch it. It's very comical. Or you can go on YouTube and type in Kodak Black and Jack Boy. It's literally all on there.
Kiara. Is that the Kiara? I think it is.
I don't care who. Wait, what's going on?
Isn't Kiara Jackie's friend?
Yes.
She's on here, I
Yes.
think.
Oh, well, hello.
Because I'm like, I think that's Kiara. If it
But
is, hey girl, and if it's still not, hey girl.
okay. Oh no. Hey girl, it's my Kiera. But no, I found it really interesting. And, I wanted to do entertainment because I kind of find it funny when you look at certain celebrities and you see their upbringings or you see the people they're around. It's kind of weird when you look like years later, now they're hanging out with a different entourage. And watching that video, I'm not going to even cap. Like, it's funny. It's really crazy how money changes friendships, or how money just changed a lot of shit that you were doing way before the money came around. Like, I was watching another video between, I'm sorry, my cat is going crazy in the background, but I
Can't
was
nobody even
watching
hear Morty.
okay, cool, because I definitely can. He's playing with this box right now, but it's besides the point. I was watching a video
Please.
between the beef between Kodak and his cousin. And basically, they
His
all saying
cousin.
this. Yeah, man, you gotta
I
watch
only
that
knew he was
shit.
beefing with Jack Boy. I didn't know he was
Yeah.
beefing with his
Oh,
cousin.
here's the thing. He was beefing with his cousin. He
Kodak's
was
the problem. I'm
beefing
sorry.
with. You said what?
I said Kodak's the problem.
Okay, literally, but everybody would be saying the same stuff like, "Oh, you know, you ain't street. You not this. You basically stole our gimmick." And then it had me thinking.
About
I
who?
said,
About Kodak or Jack Boy?
"Yes, about Kodak." I
Yeah,
said,
I've heard
"You
that
know
before. I've
what?"
heard that before.
I said, this is so funny. Like the K and Kodak. I can't think of. We were watching. We were on YouTube one day, friend. We were watching some type of documentary about the rappers in Jacksonville. I can't
Mm-hmm.
think of his name is like I'm gonna fuck it up. Forgive me, Lord. It started with a J, like Julio or something.
I'm talking about
Something
oh
Julio.
wait.
Who?
Is it Julio or
Probably Julio, somebody. But basically, he was saying like you know Kodak the whole
oh, you
what
talking about
was
like
it?
Julio?
Yeah, he was saying like he stole the whole K thing, and Jack Boy, he's the one was doing what was it? When they put the they you
Sniper
know
game?
not that's a whole nother topic with Sniper Gang because that's even confusing. The whole like, he put his his hand in his mouth and they do that little like, and they show they like goes and stuff.
Like Glee.
Yeah, Glee. Yeah, he apparently stole that from Jack Boy. His cousin was saying like,
Oh no, that's just a Florida thing. So I'm just like,
and
if y'all
that's
from
what I was
Florida,
just
I don't really
like.
think y'all can steal that from each other because everybody I know in Florida do that whole
I
little
think, and I think the reason why,
okay, Glee. Period.
I think because he was saying like, it's a Floridian thing, like, that's our culture. And don't get me wrong, I get it. Like, there's a lot of culture that, a lot of stuff that I see that came from, Detroit, but, it's everywhere now. But it is what it is. But I just found it was really interesting, like the whole how they started about with Sniper Gang. Technically, I still don't know who the fuck started it. They say Kodak, but it makes me think the cousin he started Sniper, but because he was saying Sniper, and then it's just too much. Kodak's beef is just too much. It's like everybody he grew up with magically, like years later, now he don't fuck with them because he got a whole new entourage, and it's just like, ugh.
Okay, let me tell y'all something. Y'all just need to let Kodak go. Let him go. Let him go. Don't get me wrong. I like Kodak music, and I mean, No Flocking is gonna always be a classic. Period. And he got some other good bops too, but it just be
Oh
like
yeah.
he's too much of a yeah. He got some. I definitely think it's Kodak. Like,
But
look at his antics out here in these streets. I
and that's
definitely think it's Kodak.
and that's what they were talking about. They were like, think about it
Javi said
when.
she don't think Kodak is Kodak. If you know,
But
if you know,
here,
if you know,
but
y'all
here's
think.
the thing about that. They were talking about it like, his cousin was like, think about it when No Flocking came out. Kodak wasn't in jail and shit. This It was till he started switching up who his people were. That's when he started being more in the streets or going to jail and shit. I mean, you are your keeper.
You are the
Whoever.
company you keep.
There we go. Because
I got you.
like, thank you. Because like, let's be for real. If you hang out with a certain group of people, they're gonna have some type of influence on you. So, hey, if you got niggas that's just trying to get on with you, yeah, they're gonna ride with you to get on. But let's be for real. Once all that fame and money starts to go away, where are they gonna go? They're gonna be
Okay,
gone.
I think it's Kodak. I think Kodak is just he fell victim to the whole fame and money shit, and
Yeah,
it's hard to watch your people, and that's why I'm like I feel like people don't want to accept the fact that he just switched up, but that nigga just
yeah,
switched up, and sometimes that hit people harder than others. Sorry to say, it happens to the best of them, but that nigga is out
yeah,
of touch. He's out of touch with reality, like
yeah.
because if he a clone, then why Gucci Man clone ain't fucking up like Kodak?
Okay,
Because they think
because
Gucci Man a clone too. He went to jail just as long as Kodak. So why Gucci Man clone ain't around here doing the stupid shit that Kodak doing? Nah, that nigga ain't no clone, y'all. That nigga
they
just
said,
got fame and money, power stuck in his head. It fucked him up, and everyone can't handle something like that. And
okay, he said I got
he's
that
from
Trump
wherever.
check. He
Okay,
got
if money look what a money make your bitch do. Y'all better listen to Young Nudie.
okay,
And a bitch can be a nigga or a woman. The fuck?
okay, because all you bitches is niggas. Okay, and all you niggas is
Exact. Thank you,
bitches.
Fabi. It's easy for niggas to switch up when you ain't never had shit, and it's sad.
Oh
It's straight
yeah,
up sad because it's just like, damn, bro. Like you come from a spot where it's just like I ain't never had nothing, and then all of a sudden everything you ever wanted is before your eyes, and it's just like it's a shock.
yeah,
That is a shock.
literally.
They need to
Even
start having camps for their artists again. They need to start having
yes,
artist boot camps for these motherfuckers and stop just throwing them to the wolves and using these people for their money. That's all this industry is doing, y'all. Rap hip
yes,
hop is run by white men.
very much.
Hip hop is ran by white men. Look at who owns these fucking record labels and companies. Be for real.
But yes, I thought it was interesting. Like, I don't really like to keep up with like beef or anything, but I was just
But that's
like,
been going on. You ain't know?
and, and that's the thing. Like, when I was looking at these
Hey, Uncle
videos, I
Josh.
was like, hey, I was like, damn, like this shit is going on from years. Like, it's
They've
like
been
so
beefing for a
much
while now.
turmoil. Like,
They've been
oh,
here for a while. I think like last month, it was like either last month or 2 months ago they had something. Somebody had the shade room had got them again for Because
Oh
remember Kodak was
Lord.
seen throwing money into the water. He was throwing money into the ocean because he had just said, Jack Boy was talking about how Kodak owed him money, and Kodak turned around, and everybody was like, "Oh, Kodak being petty because he was throwing money in the water," and it was just
Lord.
like, nigga, you could be petty in so many other ways, but you're
But
throwing
you
money
had to
into the water. Like, hold on now.
uh,
Let me tell y'all. Yeah, let you leave Uncle Josh because he a Kodak stand. He a ride or die.
This is a safe
Kodak for life
space.
now.
We
So
are talking
hold on,
our
because I
shit.
don't think you want to hear this. Because
No, no. We are talking our
we've already
shit.
understood. No, me and Uncle Josh have already established that he's not one of those people that separates. That I mean, he's one of those people that thinks that you can separate the art from the artist. So you can't have this kind of conversation with him.
Yeah, man.
Yes, we already said you're good at fan.
Hey, look.
He separates the art from the artist, which is not a thing. But I fucks with Jack Boy. I really do like him, and I think I hate the way that yeah. Sorry, but you know what? That leads us into our topic for the night, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we are shit talking or talking about outgrowing energies, and by the title. So where do we begin?
I don't even know, man.
I'm gonna let you begin because you know what, guys. Lonnie actually picked out this topic for tonight, so I'm gonna let you start.
It was just a random topic, like outgrowing energies. Like, I think right now I'm in a transitional period where I'm just trying to find stuff that makes me feel happy. And in that process, that's
It's Tavi and Uncle Josh flirting in the group chat.
what is
Please,
going on.
yeah. Let's move on.
Okay, but I'm just trying to, eliminate energies. Like, I'm trying to find peace within the storm. I'm just trying to find peace, and that's just eliminating, people, eliminating habits, eliminating thoughts. Hell, even family members, they can get eliminated too. So I think that's where I'm at right now in this period. I'm just trying to center my energy, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense because I mean, sometimes even outgrowing energies means outgrowing your own, like
Hmm.
outgrowing your own energy, and that's something that I'm dealing with right now. Like, I don't want to. I want to elevate myself, and in order to elevate myself, I have to let go of all of the not I won't say flaws because you're always going to be a flawed
Hmm.
person in some aspect or another. Nobody's perfect, but I want to start to let go of my bad habits, my bad energies that I carry around. So sometimes you got to
Hmm.
outgrow yourself. Like, and for me, I guess what that looks like and what I'm doing. That's another thing, y'all. Something my aunt told me is to take the word trying out of your vocabulary. You're not trying anything you're doing. You're either doing or you're not doing.
Period.
So what I'm doing for that is that, I'm just actively trying to do something every single day. Like
Hmm.
tomorrow morning I'm going to probably plan out what I want my whole week to look like in terms of what I have to do
Okay.
because I just don't like when I feel stagnant. Like when I just don't I want to be busy. And
No,
I
I
know that
felt
sounds
that.
weird, but I want to be busy. But
No.
I want to be busy with positivity. Like I want to be busy
Hmm.
with all my projects that I want to do because they're not going to get done if I don't do it. But I have to outgrow that old
Amen.
me first. I have to outgrow the person that's stopping me from doing what I truly want to do.
I
So
felt that. I feel like,
exactly, life is what you make it.
I when I okay, outgrowing energies. I think one thing I'm coming to terms with outgrowing it and just moving on with my life so it can just be positive is the whole situation with my dad. Like,
Hmm.
if we can be real for a minute, me and my
Are we
dad, you
not always
guys,
real?
but I don't really talk about like my private issues. I keep that kind of separate, and I express that with people I really trust. But like I told you, I want to keep this podcast 100% honest, and I want to give my authentic self. So I've had father issues like basically my whole entire life. So growing up without having a actual, like, a permanent father figure, it fucks you up. It really do. You kind of view life differently versus, people that do have, two parents. And I just want to say thank you, Laura. I was blessed to have my stepfather. God rest his soul. He's not here right now. But I'm happy that he came in my life at that time, because at that time I needed him in my life. Now that I'm a little bit older and I'm a little bit more aware of stuff, it's like I'm tired of arguing. I'm tired of reaching out. I am tired of, me trying to speak my piece and get it out on
Girl,
the and
you
it's
preaching to
not
the choir.
okay, and it's not getting reciprocated. So, you got to eliminate shit. And like I said, even family members. My father has did some very spiteful shit that I wouldn't even do on my worst enemy. So, and I feel like for now I don't want to keep thinking about that. Like I told you, Father's Day, it's sad for me, because it's like I lost a father figure, and I lost my actual father because I never had that relationship. So now it's just like you gotta take the higher road. You gotta look how you gotta think of how things are, look at it for what it is, and just move on and find your peace within the storm. Literally, we just talked about that. But you just gotta find peace, even throughout the most shittiest the shittiest problems. So that's one thing for a fact, I have to let go, or I'm in the process of letting it go. Like, even now talking about it, I'm usually get emotional about it, but I'm not even emotional about it because I'm trying to
Yeah.
find peace.
Same.
And
I was like, "Ooh, God, I'm
okay,
hoping I didn't get
yes,
on this fucking
cause
show,
y'all,
boy. Because as soon as
okay,
I get on this bitch, start crying, I'm cutting the
okay,
show. We're
okay,
ending
yo,
the show, ladies and gentlemen, because I refuse to hear my friend on here crying, boohooing to
okay.
y'all. All right?
Like, literally, like, I would be like, oh, me talking about my dad and all
Okay.
this, but
I
like,
just, I was like, oh my God, if I start hearing her voice crack, we are shutting this shit down.
okay, but no, like, when I tell y'all, I'm really on a mission to find self peace. I really had to,
You got
literally,
to. You're the only person that can bring that for you. You feel me?
like, literally, I said my
You have to be
piece.
your own peace.
Literally, I tried to reach out. He never responded to me. Okay, I'm gonna leave that shit alone, and I'm gonna move on. And I'm gonna be happy regardless. I have plenty of father figures or people I look up to. I'm gonna be good regardless.
And is.
Okay, so that's period. But yeah, man, definitely. That's one for like family. I know for a fact with issues when it come down to family. That's one main issue I have with family. But I
Oh,
don't
we was
even.
talking about family. Well, damn, I
We
thought we was talking
were.
about ourselves.
You said what?
I said,
Well,
oh,
I
we was
mean,
talking about family in that part. I thought we was talking about outgrowing ourselves first.
oh shit. I mean, we can do that too. Like,
Oh, it's too late.
I mean, I can always run it back. But that was just for mine. I mean, we can go on you and talk about
I
self.
don't really think I already talked about myself. What I'm
You
outgrowing
did.
with myself. I
Okay.
will have
Well,
to talk about family now, and I don't think I really have anything to outgrow with my Well, I guess that would be like another self thing. Like I personally, I just am really bad at calling people, guys. In general, I feel like a lot of people probably have that problem, but I just really bad at calling people. Now, part of the time I don't call people because half the time people don't call me. That's
that
the
part.
same. The same people call me, so it's just like when people be like, "Oh my girl, why you ain't call? Why you ain't hit my phone?" Because you didn't call me. So why am I calling you? But
Oh
I have to
shit.
get better. I have to outgrow the energy within myself of like when things are going wrong, or not even wrong, but when I feel like my back is against the wall, or it's a lot going on, or just just not feeling the best. I have a bad habit of not wanting to talk to people, and probably like my family in general, which
Hmm.
I want to outgrow, something that I am going to start outgrowing, because you I don't have any real beef with my family. Like there's nothing, like no family is perfect, but I don't have any real beef with my family. You only
Hmm.
have one. You only get one family, for real, for
You
real.
do.
And even if you have a big ass family, you still only get that one big ass family. You're not gonna get another family like that. So it's
True.
just like, I want to get better with that, because it's just like it's no reason for that. It's no
I
reason for me to not. necessarily be able to lean on them. It's just something that I have to overcome because
Mm-hmm.
as an only child, I just feel like sometimes not I don't think I've been coddled because my parents they never were like, "Oh, you got to stay in the house," and all. It was never like that. That's why, because I know some people feel like only children are just cooped up in the house all the time, or
Which
they're
is not
baby
true.
strict. And it's like baby strict.
Where?
Everything need to be let me do what I want to do, and not to the point where it's just like I was a wild child. Never that. Very had a
Never.
very much good head on my shoulders. But my parents they gave me freedom, like because they had freedom as kids.
Mhm.
So, but
I
I
don't know. I
just
think
yeah,
it's just.
I just feel like I've always been around them. I feel like I've always had them to lean on. So in my adult life, I do want to learn how to survive on my own. So I think that's what contributes to me not calling people because it's just like you can't lean on them forever. But it's at the same time, it's like, well, they won't be here forever. So you better lean on them while you can, you know?
It's hard. Like it really is. I hate to go back on my dad, you guys, but like I said, there would be points in times, even growing up as a kid, just I don't know, like how would it feel like as a kid, like a little kid, like your younger self to have be anticipating to see, to see family. And as a kid, I always wanted to see like always wanted to go see the my dad's side of the family. But it's like that side, they treat me like the fucking black sheep. It's ridiculous, y'all. Like, it's so fucking ridiculous. Like, if I could tell y'all the
You'll be
last,
surprised how many people relate to you.
oh, it very much. Like, I haven't talked to like that side of the family. Like, and I mean my grandmother, the last person I've talked to, probably back like what 2017. It's 2021. Do you think people call me? No. My dad has my number, and it's the fact that he could have given them my number, but I know for a fact he does not. But I have to thank God, even through the most shittiest things. I have to thank God because, if you guys, some of y'all know, but I don't have a brother, but he's my brother because I think my dad might have adopted him. And it's crazy because it's like my dad has not did shit for me. But mind you, he's a principal, he makes money. So it's not like he doesn't have a consistent job. You're taking care of somebody else's child, and Lord forgive me for this. I don't want to sound ungrateful because he lost his mother, and I wouldn't know what the fuck to do if I lost my mom. But it's like, damn, like in a sense, it felt like I lost the dad because he's taking care of somebody else's kid and he couldn't even take care of me. And even now, like y'all have a relationship. And last year, I'm not gonna lie, this it kind of hurt. It kind of hurt my feelings. Um, my brother, he had two kids, and I just saw how my dad would just interact with, basically his grandchildren. It kind of makes me feel like, well, damn, like I wish you could have did this shit when I was, little or whatever. I can't think of a moment where I had like it was just me and my dad together. Like I've only spent the night over my dad's house once. Like father like daughter father like father and daughter dances. I've never experienced that. Like my own dad came to probably one of my dance concerts, and he came late as fuck, like literally late as fuck, to my band recital back in high school. So you know it's like it'd be like, oh God, I'm trying to change my heart. And it'd be like, I want to say fuck everybody on my dad's side because like y'all don't reach out to me, y'all don't do shit. Like I'm pretty sure half of them don't even know that I'm in grad school right now. But I have to thank God because I don't know how my life would have turned out if I did have my other side of the family. But I can be grateful that, you know what, one of my cousins, or excuse me, two of my cousins, they actually do reach out to me. And we might not hang out or we might not talk all the time, but it's the fact that y'all do check up on me, and I fuck with that. And I felt you when you said like, reaching out for others. Me personally, I need to do the same thing with them because at least that's some family that's actually trying to give a fuck about what I got going on. So that's the most that I can do is
Yeah.
give y'all
The people who
conversation.
try definitely like I say go for it because when you never know, like somebody could be gone tomorrow, so it's just like it would be a
Mm-hmm.
shame if somebody was reaching out to you and you denied them, and it's just like, damn, could that have been the moment that I had time to fix something? Like
Yeah.
you don't ever want to really try to live with those regrets, because those regrets sometimes never go away. You got to live those till you die. So
And it's
life
crazy
is too short
because
nowadays, y'all. Like, ooh, God.
yeah. It's forgive me once again, Laura. It's been times where I probably even told y'all, like, if my dad died today, would I even give a fuck? And in a sense, at that point in time I said no, I wouldn't give a fuck. And now speaking about it, I will say I will give a fuck to a certain extent because that is my father, and without you, I wouldn't be here. Without you
Yeah,
and my mother, so
that's
I
true.
have to I have to honor the fact that you know I am gonna give a fuck. But it's like, damn, it's hard because it's like fuck, like you gone, and it's like it's like I'm trying to reach out, or like I'm trying to I'm trying to mend things now, so later on, when you gone, I don't have to worry about like, oh, what it could have been or what it should have been. I'm trying to do that now so I can make the process easier for me when you're gone. But now it's like, oh, it's hard. So
But
it's
you gotta
like
outgrow his energy. Like
you
if
do
he's not like, but we've already talked about this before. Like you can't. I say try, but you can't keep overextending yourself when somebody
exactly.
is clearly not putting in the same effort. Yeah, like I'm not gonna cap. Yeah, it might get to you, hurt you, and bother you sometimes. That damn, it's like, don't you see me trying? Like I'm trying, and you're not even handing
Mm-hmm.
me a life raft or nothing. But it's just like sometimes you just gotta love people from a distance, and you just gotta keep praying to God that one day He opens up this man's heart, and before it's too late, because God forbid he do, something does happen to him before your relationship is fixed. It's just like you have to be with peace within yourself, knowing that you did
Mm-hmm.
everything you could to try to at least, mend that relationship with your father, because you can't blame yourself now at this point.
Yeah,
Hell, you the child. You been trying all you could. So it sucks. And you're
it
allowed to
sucks,
feel how you
but
feel. But it's just like, for the sake of yourself and for the sake of your own inner peace, you just gotta let him do him, and he'll come around when he wants to. And if he never does, it's just like, God bless you, because
yeah.
that's
And you,
unfortunate, but
and
you
you
can't
gotta just move
stop
on.
you know like.
Oh God, man.
But what
Oh,
about your friends? Because friends be
oh,
having you
child,
gotta outgrow
child,
too, y'all.
child,
Hold on.
child. This the hard one right here, man.
Let's be truth now. Hold on,
I had to
because
sip my
sometimes you gotta
water.
outgrow your friends' energies too.
And it's so fucking crazy, man. When you were growing up and you had your parents talking about oh, well, such and such ain't gonna be your friend for that long.
Okay.
And you be like, girl, what you talking
Okay, you
about?
be like,
That's gonna be my friend for life.
that's my close friend. We gonna be
Okay?
friends forever.
Like, what you
Stupid
talking
ass.
about? Okay? Like,
Sounded
hush your
dumb as
mouth.
hell.
Okay? Child.
Okay. Fast forward years later. Damn, they
Whoa.
was right.
Okay? Because when life hit, oh, baby, when life hit, you gonna know who the fuck your soldiers are because, golly.
And sometimes, y'all,
Golly.
sometimes you just gotta. I feel like you're outgrowing your friends when they're just kind of stagnant, and
Mm-hmm.
you're not okay with that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like the same shit y'all always do, you're just not okay with that anymore. Especially if the same shit y'all always do is not like conducive to what you have going on.
No, you want better for your friends, or I would hope whatever friend group you're in, you would want your friends to elevate you, or hell, elevate the group. Because
But I
essentially, I
mean,
mean,
you can't want it more than they want it though.
exactly,
That's the problem.
and
And
you
that's why
can't.
sometimes you gotta out. That's how sometimes the outgrowing starts. It's like, damn, I want your shit more better than you want your shit, and it's like, you can't keep going on like that, because it's only so much you can keep, doing. It's like you love your friends, but sometimes you gotta love them for distance,
Yeah, you got to, or that shit's
because
gonna
y'all are on
drain
two
your
different
energy.
paths. Like,
Literally, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong. Like sometimes I got sad because it felt like, damn, I'm outgrowing people. But I have to think about it like, am I gonna still be with somebody who's keeping me in the same spot? I'm keeping me in the same position. Like I'm not doing nothing. I'm not progressing. Excuse me. And I'm just,
Okay,
I'm just
or you're
not doing
progressing in
shit.
different ways from that I am, and it's not,
Okay.
we're going two different ways. Like you're progressing this way, and I'm progressing that way.
Like literally, like even I think with God, this how it's so hard with friends because it's like I be really rooting for all my fucking friends. I want all my friends to succeed. Hell, even if we ain't friends no more, I still want you to do good. But I think what kills me is that either we stop talking or hell, we're in the process of distancing ourselves and you still ain't doing nothing. And it'd be like, bitch, I'm rooting for you. I might not be your cheerleader, like cheering you on like every
Okay.
fucking day in your face, but I'm still cheering for you. I need you to do it for yourself. And that's the thing. Like friends be thinking like, oh, we gonna come up all together. Yeah, we're gonna all come up together. That means we all gonna do
You
fucking work.
can if everyone's serious.
Literally, it ain't gonna be one friend come up and now everybody want to come up because that one friend then came up. No, no, no. You got to play your role and you got to play your part. You're gonna play a part in this, so
But hell,
everybody's doing something.
even in playing your part, sometimes that means playing your part. Your friend might come up faster than you, and
And
that
that's
is okay.
okay. That is
That is
completely
okay as
okay.
long as you're playing your part.
Literally, just play your part. I think another reason why friend groups die out so fast is because everybody low key be hating. Why is you hating? I rather you I rather you pull me over to the side and be like, tell me how you actually feel versus you ride my coattail, you doing all this shit just to bite me at the end. That's crazy. This ain't Judas. This is not the Bible time. No, 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 no. If we gonna be
Girl, you ain't looked
friends,
around. We are living in biblical times.
you right. We in the fucking New Testament.
I'm just waiting for Jesus to come back at this point.
Okay, because like no, like keep it real with me. Relationship friendships can get ugly. They really can, but it's okay. I'd rather our friendship get ugly because you actually told me the truth about me or about a situation versus you keep it underneath and you let that shit just bottle up. That I think that's something that really pisses me the fuck up. Like, just tell me. Tell me.
Okay, because okay, see, at first, see, I was like, I didn't really think I was outgrowing. I didn't want to call it outgrowing. I just felt like I just stopped being friends with her. But in all honesty, I was not even slowly, but I was just, yeah, surely outgrowing this person because it was just like she wanted to be the same person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know who I'm talking about. And it's just like, even to this day, it's not like I dislike her or I hate her or, wish ill on her. Never that for nobody because I'm not no fucking hating ass bitch. But it's just like, and what hell, I don't know if she ever gonna see this, but if you ever listen to this episode, hey girl, but this is the reason why, honestly, because it's just like, me, y'all, I've already said on this show, I'm a sexual being. I have no shame in my sexuality and what kind of sex I like to have. I can talk about sex with anybody. It's not uncomfortable for me. But and even though I believe in, being sexually fluid and having sex with who you want to have sex with and being who you are and this, that, and the third,
Mm-hmm.
I still feel like it's a way to be tasteful with it.
Yeah,
And me personally, I don't want to just sit up and talk about niggas all day and fucking niggas all day.
and don't.
That may be the kicker for some people, but that's not it for me. That's not my end all be all. You feel me? Like, as women, yeah, dudes is gonna always come up in conversation if that's what that's the way that you go. But I'm not trying to talk about niggas from the time we get on the phone to the time we get off. When I
No,
see you, all we do is talk about niggas. Like, I don't want to do that, and I outgrew that, y'all, because that's never been the kind of person that I was. And then it got to the point where you are focusing on niggas so much that you are now not endangering, but you are now inflicting pain or hurt on the people that I brought you around, and that's not okay. And people like
I
that, you definitely are going to outgrow because you're not on the same
yeah.
path. Like, I'm trying to be like everywhere. I want to have a piece of everything. You feel me? But
Mm-hmm.
hell, it just felt like she wasn't even trying to have a piece of one thing, or it felt like you was trying to have a piece of what I wanted. And it's just
Yeah.
like, nah, like you gotta want something for yourself. And not saying she didn't just want anything for herself, but it was just like, if you put the energy that you put into niggas into your other shit, oh girl, you be straight. Or if you
Literally.
are gonna focus on niggas, girl, make sure that's a full time job. Make sure you gonna focus on niggas and you gonna get the bot hell. Do the BBL because that's what all these bitches doing to get the high price niggas, right? Get the BBL, invest in your body or work out, go to the gym. Make sure the hair is always good, the nail is always on point. Make sure the face is always beat so you can bag you a baller, girl, and keep a baller. Hell, if you're gonna go from baller to baller, at least it's baller. But fuck, but it's just like you can't be still fucking with pissy middle to low class ass niggas and you still wanna that's all you worried about. Like, come on now. I can't be
I
around someone like that. And it's just like, I love you, but I gotta transcend from that. I can't keep doing like that. And hell, after we stopped being friends, like a couple months later, what did I end up doing? I ended up dropping my first fucking single. So it's just like shit is meant to outgrow the people you meant to outgrow because and sometimes in order to get to the next level, you have to leave some people behind.
no, you really do, or
Because
you
sometimes those are the
can't.
people that's stopping you. Talking about outgrowing energies, sometimes those people's energies is what's stopping you from getting to the next level. Y'all better listen to me.
Literally. Literally.
You wonder why you can't get that new job, or you wonder why that fucking break is just not coming to you. It's because that person's energy is blocking your blessing.
No, you sometimes you just gotta let people go, and it's not saying
Okay,
like.
Bethany, who I'm talking about too, talking about people. You know exactly who I'm talking about, Bethany. Period. Like, but not even. Let me. That's what it came off as. No cap. Like, it just came off
Oh,
as
but
very clingy.
I
Very.
mean, friend, if I can be 100, when if I can be 100% honest with you,
Okay,
when I
twin. Y'all, I'm an only child. I don't have any twins. Okay, the only person I ever called twin in my life is my friend from preschool, Akira. Shout out to you, sis. But even then, we stopped that shit in high school because guess what? That's high school. That shit. We're grown women now.
I mean, I told you when I first met you, I thought she was a little off, but like, yeah,
When you first, when she first met you, she didn't like you, y'all.
and that's the
She didn't like
crazy
you.
thing.
You got to watch out for people, those energies who don't want you to be with anybody else, don't want you to be with any other positive energy. They just want you to be around their own mess. Because I promise y'all, this girl really did not want me to have any other friends besides her, and
Yeah,
that's not a lie. I'm not being dramatic.
no cap.
I have witnesses. Like this girl literally did when she first met, well not in person, but she kind of first met them like over the phone. But when she first saw them, I told them that she didn't like them, and I think they low key thought I was joking until she confirmed it her damn self and said out of her own mouth, "No, I really didn't like y'all," because she wasn't answering my phone calls anymore.
That's crazy as fuck. Like,
Is that not scary?
yes, this the movie of roommates because bitch, like,
Yeah, she didn't even like my freaking roommate. Mind y'all, Bethany, and
what?
Bethany is here at every episode, y'all. Bethany is my first friend from college, my first roommate. And I knew that was like my first person I met. I kind of met her before we got put in campus because we was in a group chat together. But the first person I knew on my college campus, swear, she did not even want me to really be friends with Bethany. If you
Now
believe
how that's gonna work?
she
Y'all
really was
roommates.
she was jealous of the relationship me and Bethany had. How? We're teammates because me and Bethany were on the bowling team together. We're roommates, bitch.
It,
Like
it's only
I
it
knew
only makes
I was
sense.
hanging out with Bethany before I was hanging out with her because we were all in Summer Bridge together, which is a summer program for freshmen at Bethune Cookman. I was hanging out with Bethany way before we were hanging out with her. At one point, we didn't even like her because she was hanging out with another group of girls who were into some shit. So it was just like, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It was crazy. What else happened? Oh my god! One time I went to the shower, y'all. I went to go take a shower. I left my phone. Ooh, it's
Oh my
smoke.
gosh.
I left my phone in the computer lab with my friends because I was gonna be right back, but when I was upstairs, I just decided to go ahead and take a shower. Y'all, she blew my phone up.
Child.
I feel so bad for Miguel, y'all. They told me she
Child.
basically cussed Miguel out on the phone.
She did.
when she answered, talking about some, where's Nia? You need to go be finding Nia. Why isn't she answering her phone? Why would she leave her phone?
Yo, we were
What?
in the computer room like, who is this crazy girl? She's just like, oh my god, Miguel, can you find Nia? What?
Like,
Hun, she's just taking a shower. She's just trying to wash her ass. That's it.
okay, just trying to clean up the little cooter or whatever.
Okay, like
Like, just gosh, it's hot outside. Where's
she
Marty?
coming back. Okay, she ain't go
Like,
nowhere.
yeah, it was ridiculous, and that was just something that I don't hell. And the crazy thing is, I'll be real. She kind of stopped being friends with. Well, I don't want to say stop. Well, yeah, stop being friends with me or cut me off first. Whatever one, I don't know, because all I know is we came back from the beach one time. It was like right when COVID had hit. We came back from the beach. I had posted my pictures on I had posted on my social medias, but I had also posted on Snapchat, because that's really all I do on Snapchat. Is like, if I happen to post a picture now and then, I'll also post it on Snapchat. And she seen it, and I guess after she seen it, she unfollowed me on Snapchat.
Okay.
She unfollowed me on Snapchat, and I think she unfriended me on Instagram, and I was just like, that's fine. I never even asked her, y'all. I didn't even ask her, because after that, past that point, she had already did the deed
Yeah.
with disrespecting Breon.
Yeah.
So it was just like, and oh yeah, because I said, because I mentioned that she had, did some fucked up shit to somebody that is close to me. The person was Lonnie, so she had already done what she had did. So it was just like, I don't question it. God removed you for a reason. I was close to honestly stop talking to you anyway because of that whole thing. So it was just like, I'm glad she did it first, because
And here's the crazy part. Like, I've always, when I meet, my friends, I always come with respect because y'all are probably, you guys were there first. So, I mean, like, it's only right to be nice to you guys. I have no beef with nobody. I didn't come in thinking, like, oh, I was going to steal Nia from her. None of that.
I
Like,
mean,
literally, I think I met you at the right time because at that point I didn't have anybody really there over the summertime, especially girls. So when I finally met a girl who was cool as fuck it, like there was no beef. Meeting her, there was no beef. So like the little like shady shit she did, it was just like, damn, that's really fucked up because I really considered you a friend, and the fact that you really dismissed me as we weren't friends, kind of like been like, wow, that's fucked up because we've drove to come get you in my car. I paid for food. You paid for food. You paid for weed. Like, you really want to sit here and say we're not friends and then do some crazy shit? But then you want to act like everything is cool. Like, you want to comment on my fucking pictures or on a YouTube video. Oh, girl, no. I see you. I see you. It's straight. At first, don't get me wrong, I was mad as fuck. But now it is what it is. It is what it is.
yeah, yeah. If you're basically finding it to be like a drag to hang out with this friend or this person anymore, 9 times out of 10, you're outgrowing them.
And
If
it's
it's like a
okay.
chore to pick up the phone to talk to them, you're, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all hear these like fireworks in the back. It was a race today,
Oh, I hear
but
him now.
yeah, because at first I thought it was a thunderstorm, but because they sound like fucking cannons. But yeah, if it's like, ugh, like, do I really even want to talk to this person? You're probably outgrowing them, because everyone's not meant to be on the same level that you're going, and
It
like,
ain't.
they can't, because everyone's path is different.
Literally. Oh, child.
It was real
Friends.
ghetto.
Friends is, oh, but we didn't even get on niggas, but because that's a
Well, I
whole
guess
nother
we'll get on
subject.
niggas for the last couple of minutes of our show,
Oh, God.
or outgrowing relationships in general.
Oh, God. It's so ghetto. It's so
I
ghetto.
mean, hell, relationship is kind of like synonymous to friendships, low key, but it's just like
I feel like it's,
outgrowing relationships. I feel like it's harder to leave those.
yes.
It's harder to leave. It's harder to leave your relationships than it is your friendships, because, of course, you always have the extra tie of intimacy, because
Hmm.
you're not, well, unless you're
I
one
would
of those
hope you're
people who
not.
fuck your friends, because people do that out here. I think that's strange, but um because you're not friends if you fuck, like, or I guess people be like, well, that's my fuck buddy, but if you hang out with them, then they're just not a, yeah,
At this point,
that's a
just
whole
date.
nother, yeah, but anyway, that's another topic because you're intimate with this person, so it's just like an intimacy. No matter how many people try to downplay it nowadays in this generation, that is a form of a bond and connection.
Yeah.
No matter if it's casual, you bonded with that person. You bonded over sex. And I can't stand when
Okay.
people be like, well, it's just sex. I mean, yeah, it is, but at the same time, it's not, because you don't hold your penis and your vagina to a high standard.
Okay, because I ain't
That's
about to
something
be fucking
special.
everybody.
Okay, thank you. It's a different connection. Like Beto said, it's different because even if I'm casually fucking you, I don't just casually fuck anybody else. I mean, just anybody, like I don't want to casually fuck a bum ass nigga.
No. Mm-mm.
Like,
Mm-mm.
even a one night stand, I really don't try. I think I've only ever had a one night stand in my entire life, and that was on some like homecoming wild shit. But other than that, I'll probably never have a one night stand ever again, honestly, because I need to know you for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I think that was like sophomore year, because I was still living on campus. Yeah, that was sophomore year. When I was a sophomore, I was still kind of on some wild shit a little bit. So, but
It's hard. Like, it's just,
mm,
it's like, how do you go about it? Like, especially as somebody you like, and you be like, damn, God, like, this is now where I'm gonna have to get on my knees and pray because see, I need you to work this one out.
okay,
It's
you
like,
gotta ask God to reveal stuff to you.
okay,
That's what I be asking him.
and
When
you
I
know
be in a
what?
rough, hard place, when I pray at night, I just be like, God, I ask that you reveal to me what I need to know and what I need to see,
And here's the
because I want
kicker.
to see it for myself.
Here's the kicker. I think as human beings, we definitely have to be very precautious of what we ask for in God. We be asking, oh God, I really want this boy. Like, oh my
Yes,
God, he be so
yes,
fucking
Beto.
fine, God.
Yeah,
Like, oh
you'd
my
be sad when he
gosh.
reveal it, exactly, because
Okay.
he take away something that you really thought you wanted, but he ended up revealing that, yeah, you wanted it, but you didn't need it.
Okay. Like I
You'd be sad and
really
mad as fuck because it'd be like, God damn it, I wanted that one.
okay. And that's why sometimes I think I have to keep my even though
Okay,
God
I should have just sat there and kept my fucking fat ass mouth shut.
okay. But it's like, let's be for real. We can say it so many times in our head, but it's like even God reads our thoughts. So it's like
I mean, he
you
knows it before we even think it.
okay, so it's like either way it go, you're just gonna manifest it, and I think this is just the way of the way of course of life. I'm saying it wrong, but this is just the way that it was just supposed to play out, and it's
Always.
just I think what hurts more is the healing process because it's really that time where you reflect on some shit and it'd be like, fuck. It's like I seen the red flags. Like I seen it. Like I legit seen it. But I just chose to stay because it's either I wanted to play this wanted to play out how it was gonna go or try to change the course of the outcome. Like, no, like this is legit how it's supposed to go. But I do believe, this is a different topic, but I do believe if something is meant to be yours, it is. But of course, every relationship is not perfect. You're gonna go through some trials and tribulations. That's just a part of life.
Oh, of
And if
course.
honestly, at this point of age, really, if a nigga you ain't talking to is not trying to really build with you, and when I mean build, like actually go through some shit with you, cut it off, cut the losses because it actually
Okay.
it ain't even a loss. It's really just a lesson learned for next time when you actually meet somebody that you know that you only want to go for. So go for a man that's actually willing to go through some shit with you. So
And yes, people need to date, but you know what? I think people more so date with intentions nowadays, but I think they date with the wrong intentions. Like,
yes,
if they and then the intentions they do have, they lie about them, and it just be like, what's the
why
point?
lie?
Yeah, you guys, listen, guys. And when I say guys, I'm talking to every gender there is out there, because it's different genders nowadays, and I don't want to be, biased or whatever it is, sexist or whatever. But whoever you are, be upfront with a person. I promise you'll get so much further that way. If you just
Okay.
want to have sex, say you just want to have sex.
Literally.
You want to see where it goes. And even when you want to see where it goes, kind of be more specific with that. Like you want to see where it goes because you're trying to see if you want a relationship, or you want to see where it goes just to see if you even want this person just to be, friends or what. Be intentional, like be specific with your intentions. Don't be so broad because that's why you have so many people trying to catch a damn vibe. Like what the fuck is that, y'all?
What the fuck is catching a vibe?
Let's outgrow catching a damn vibe. Like what the fuck is that? Like
If I
stop
want
catching
to if I want to catch a vibe, I'll just smoke some weed and play
because
some
once you
music.
catch the vibe, then what happens?
You catch the vibe, now the vibe has faded off.
That's
So
what I'm
now
like. So
what?
what happens after you catch the vibe? Like, okay, we caught it. So now what? Like, what do we do now? Because we didn't caught the vibe. So
The
where do we go from
aftermath.
here? Okay, like where do we go from here? Like what?
But
I don't think. I don't understand.
I think that's another thing. I told you last time I had an issue with men not being clear. Like it's funny how women we can easily ask for where what is your intentions, but I have yet to meet a man that has asked me like what are your intentions with me. Like this shit is reciprocated. Like it, we're two different people with two different mindsets. Like
I mean,
yeah.
I think people don't ask what their intentions are because that's what should be said at the beginning. Like, oh, like when you start talking to each other, y'all should probably let each other know right at the beginning. Like, okay, so what are you trying to do? Like, are you trying to get to know me to do
And
what?
that's the thing. Like, and I think this is what bothers me. Like with men, y'all don't ask questions, and it's crazy because some people will fight me about this. They do ask questions, but let me clarify: the man that I've interacted with don't ask questions because in my mind, this is how it just comes off that you I already know your intentions, but you're just not trying to be upfront about it because of what I might say or what I might do, or you might
Of
not get
course,
your
that's why
way.
all these niggas do.
Okay, y'all want your way. Don't get me wrong, you can have your way if you come correct. Literally just come correct.
That's why I just say be
You don't,
honest.
okay, you
A
don't
lot of
got
these girls
to,
just, a lot of women just want to fuck.
honestly,
A
for
lot of women
real.
are just as sexual, if not more sexual than men. So I think y'all would be really surprised if you would just be straight up and just be like, honestly, I do want to get to know you, but I also want to, fuck. I want to have sex.
And,
Say it smoother than that, but
okay, and
you
there's
know,
nothing wrong with that, but just say
not hell. I
something.
think they're more probable to be like, okay, or not just not okay, but I think they're more probable to let you or go that way about it than trying to sneak in connive like you actually want to build something, and then once you fuck it just kind of like falling off.
It's a
Why?
whole,
That's
it's
no purpose of that, because y'all could literally just fucking not talk until it's time to fuck again and establish that, rather than do all the extra, and now you got the girl online bashing you, telling how you ain't shit and putting all your business out there.
okay.
So,
And don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting here trying to bash men, no, because women, y'all are tripped too. Like, say something. I think as women, we need to stop being afraid to speak our minds and just tell niggas how the fuck we feel. If that nigga don't want to fuck with you afterwards, fuck it. Go find you a new one or go fuck with yourself. Do something. Okay, keep you. I just feel like for me speaking, I just
read the
can't keep.
flags.
Okay, read the
Let's take the
flags.
flags when we first see them the first time, girls. I know we
Okay,
all have a problem with that, because I know I have a problem. I've struggled with that sometimes too. Like sometimes you see them flags right in your goddamn face. Sometimes the flag is wrapped around your neck and you can't breathe, and you still choose to just keep going because it's like, why? I don't know.
and don't get me wrong, it'd be like, damn, I really want to keep this nigga because he fine. But it'd be like, he fine. It don't matter. The fine one, but he still treating you like shit. Leave. Leave, sis. You deserve better. You deserve better. Even men. These women be treating men like shit. Leave. Leave her. She's
I
toxic.
agree. She said that she said guys' egos are fragile.
Very much.
Part of the reason why we can't say stuff because guys will literally fight or even end up killing us for denying them, which is
And
true.
that's so I think
But you
that
know
is
what?
so
Most
sick
genders
of
have
America.
egos.
America.
Honestly, men have egos to the point where which is fucked up because men are just like genetically stronger than women. That's just how
Okay.
they're built, and they use that. They use force
The
to
world
take
is
what they want, and
the
it's
world
like
is
it's
really
sick.
fucked up. That's really fucked up. Like women don't have a rights to say anything in a relationship. I'm not property. I think that's what people fail to realize. Women are not property. Like women have a brain, women have a heart, they have limbs, they have all of that. It's the same way like how men have the same things. We just have different parts in different forms. But
Yeah,
other than that,
I
like
think we people need to start having like regular forums where men and women can come and sit down and just like really just try to start understanding each other, like
very much.
what we don't really get about each other, and where we do share similar, because I feel like we're more alike than we think we are, but we're so caught up in what we think are the differences that it's always arguing and
But
bickering about that, because it's just like, because that whole thing with the men egos, that is so true, but women have egos as well, because I see a lot often, like, okay, if a man denies a woman, a lot of times she jumps to, oh, you must be gay, or what the fuck,
like what the
and
fuck? How did
you
you
act
come up
as
with
if
that?
someone can't tell you no, and it's because they're used to. I don't know. I think women are used to getting chased, so it's just like it's kind of an arrogance we have about us, that we're kind of it's expected that, okay, when we do give a man our time of day, that he should want us, and it's just like we're not everyone's cup of tea.
Name.
Just like every man is our cup of tea, because we deny
It
niggas every
ain't.
day. I don't know. Show me, show me one girl who don't be turning down niggas. I don't know
Okay.
one.
No, it
Everybody
don't.
turns down niggas, and plenty of niggas, plenty of guys in general. So it's just like, we just have, as a community, I'm not worried about other communities because I'm black. So as a black community, we just really need to, like, really
Shout
just,
out to Africa.
okay, shout out to Africa. We just really need to come together for real. And Beto said y'all should do a show now. We probably do that. Probably have some like males come on here. Maybe like having like another female, maybe like a 3-on-3 type of discussion, you know? And just maybe like have some questions answered that each gender has about the other gender that they want to know, they want to ask. Like, and not the fucking stupid ass questions like, oh, why don't women, I don't know, why don't women come off of like, okay, sir, women don't come off of penetration 9 times out of 10 because
And
clitoral
that's just a
stimulation is
scientific
the way.
fact.
But I mean, we could talk about that too. But we could really just like really answer questions about our gender that the other gender has, because I think that's important. Like, we need to start coming together, y'all, honestly, because all that fighting back and forth, because half the time I really be getting on Twitter and looking at the same shit and getting off, because it just be stupid ass debates. Most of the time it's men against women shit, and it's just like, I'm tired of seeing that, y'all. Like, we have better things to do.
We
Black
do.
people are like below the poverty line as a whole. We need to worry about that. Okay, and we
And
can't worry
and
about that
do.
because we're so busy fighting and bickering amongst ourselves, and that's what they honestly want. They like that because they don't have to stir up no drama because we're doing it
I'm
ourselves.
trying to tell y'all negativity sells.
Yeah, like
Sells.
that's been it. Like, I don't hate to take it back to slavery times, but it's just like, the Willie Lynch letter is real. That
Oh, very much.
he definitely, you know,
Systematic racism is real.
okay, on how to keep us arguing basically amongst ourselves for the next 400, 500 years type shit. And it's just like, and it succeeded, because look at us, we're still arguing amongst ourselves, just like the letter, light against dark, man against woman, old against young. It's still happening.
And it's funny because we're I was just talking today about this, about the shade room, how I think it's just doing a quite disservice to our community because
It
it's not
is.
really it's let's be for real. Y'all can sit here and say like, oh, it's a great platform for black people because it's black media, but let's be for real. They don't show as much positivity as they show negativity. We don't need to be invested in other people's lives. We need to be worried about ourselves and protecting our own energies. Like, I don't got time to keep feeding off of reading people's stories like that. That is draining to my energy. I got time to be catching up with people's beef. Don't get me wrong, sometimes it be a little juicy, but other than that, like, to be on it every day or to have their post notifications on, that's crazy.
Okay.
And you guys,
400 of my followers follows the Shade Room.
oh my gosh, like, that's crazy. That is crazy. You gotta know. We gotta let that shit go. You got starting with the shit that we watch. You know, our
Yeah.
eyes, we see a lot of shit.
And then y'all, it's it's like a good amount of my followers following the Shade Room, the teen Shade Room. And I'm just like, most of the people I follow are adults. The only
Jesus.
like younger people I follow are probably like people that I know in real life. But not 9 times out of 10, I follow like 21 and up. So it's just like, why are 21s and up following a teen Shade Room? Like, it's bad enough you're already following the Shade Room, but teen Shade Room? Come on, y'all. Y'all
That's
not teens.
I think
Why are
people
y'all
are.
in there worrying about these fucking YouTubers? Because that's what the fuck they post. Well, how do you know? Well, duh, people that I know repost the shit on their fucking
Oh,
page, so
okay.
I see it.
And I think that's what it is. People, Lord, this might come out so wrong, but forgive me, but we talking shit. I think people are so like not consumed with their own lives that they find more enjoyment in other people's lives. It's sick.
Because
You gotta,
it's easier, girl.
it's sick.
It's
Like,
easier to sit behind your computer and judge and critique everything everybody else does all day long while you're not doing it yourself. It's easy to do that.
like,
Now, I'm not
y'all,
saying that some of these people don't need to be critiqued or some of these people don't need to be, called out. But every little single thing people do, y'all own it, at it. Well, how about y'all want to live like these people so bad? How about you actually get out there, put the phone down, put the computer down, and
okay,
try to build the empire that you think that they have. If you want it so bad, go get out there and go do it. Like,
literally get it.
talking
Literally,
about it is not going to get you anywhere. It's just going to keep you behind the screen. Because guess what? Either way it goes, you're still getting them views. You're still getting the
very
money.
much, very
So what are
much.
you really doing besides talking about them? Nothing. Nothing. You're not doing anything, guys. You're essentially not doing anything. Because you know why? And this is off topic. We've been kind of off topic now. We're in. This is like ending the show. So like, but no matter how bad the black community talks about anything, criticize anything, y'all have to realize that we have not given ourselves the true power we have, so it doesn't mean anything yet.
No,
Especially when these people go mainstream. If you didn't already know, mainstream is synonymous to white. Sorry to break it to you if you didn't know that, but
oh,
that's
I
why
thought we knew that
people.
though.
But I mean, we knew that, but we don't know if anybody out there didn't know that. But if you did it, if you don't know, now you
Now you
know,
know.
nigga. Okay, because that's why rappers want to go mainstream because that's where, unfortunately, the bigger bucks are in
Okay.
this music industry when it shouldn't be like that because we all know hip hop influences the culture. Hell, ooh, that's another reason why me personally, I really can't be looking at the Shade Room because a lot of shit they post, it just irritates me, especially maybe not even the post, but really the comments because people are just so ignorant and stupid in the comments. Like, it's just like, what?
It's the investment for me.
Like, Meg just did a song with BTS, that K-pop group, and I can't even listen to it because any black artist that does a song with any K-pop band or artist, I don't care if it's Nicki Minaj, and I love her. I'm a Barb. But I don't if you do a song with a K-pop band, artist, whatever, it's just like, are you stupid?
I mean, let's be for real. It's
K-pop really is literally a copy and paste of black music, black culture. So what? If you don't believe me,
eh,
go look it up.
I don't know. I get. I don't know. Like, I love when artists, try to go
Oh
up
my God,
without.
Bethany, please steer her away from them. Like, don't want you to have to crush her dreams, but like they are literally like stealing black culture and selling it. And like I said, if you
Like,
don't believe me, go look it up. It's videos, articles about it. Like you can see the similarities. That's literally what they're doing. Like you can see it in the way they dress. They dress like a fucking black R&B group. Like, be for real. Come on now. They be wearing
I don't.
braids and all kinds of shit. They look like white black men in
Well, I
'80s.
mean, I feel like I don't know. With music, it's a little different because I
Mm-mm.
even get. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't. I really don't like when like people, especially rappers who are, they're doing rap, but when they want to go mainstream, they have to like come out with like a pop single.
Mm-mm.
I just be like, where the fuck did that come from? Don't get me wrong, it all goes hand in hand, but like, huh? Like, I just thinking about like older rappers. I've never seen it. I've never seen them like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a pop song. Like, no, they were strictly in their genre because that's
Yeah,
what they
because it's
related
rap.
to.
Because they
Okay,
were rappers.
that's not just like now when you really think about it. Like, damn, everybody is trying to do fucking pop. Every
Because they
fucking
want to cross
rapper.
over into mainstream.
Okay, because that money is what y'all want the money. Don't get me wrong.
Because I mean, be for real. Let's be for real. And this is the black community having to take accountability. We talk a good game, but do black people really get out there and support? Part of it is
No.
because no, because we ain't shit, and the other part is because people can't necessarily afford to go out there and buy 12, 13, $15, 11, or even 10, $11 CD.
Yeah. Or buy
Like,
the fucking deluxe edition. So
okay, like, okay, so think about going out there and having to buy a copy, even if it's online, a virtual copy, and then turn around having to buy another virtual copy because it's the deluxe. Huh?
but you know what? And I think with it, I just appreciate artists like underground artists because they'll. I'm not sitting here saying like they'll do it for free, but if they had to do it for free, they'll do it for fucking free or something. Like these proceeds that y'all are getting for y'all CDs. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get it. Y'all got to make a living, but it's not like y'all making a change. It's not like y'all are really completely giving back or trying to fix up y'all communities. Y'all get quick to sign these little record deals and move y'all asses out to Calabasas. So it's like y'all kind of forget where y'all come from. It's funny how y'all can like write songs about it, but it's like in the process of y'all writing songs and y'all getting all this fame and notoriety, y'all not going back and supporting y'all communities for real, for real.
Like, it's a couple of them out there.
It's a
Like,
couple.
little baby, he just like bought a whole bunch of bikes for like this Atlanta, one Atlanta town neighborhood. Like, he bought a whole bunch of bikes for all the kids that live there. It was nice, like, because a lot of them kids probably will never get a bike, or you
Hmm.
know, and that's facts. Like, that's sad to say. It's something as simple as a bike. A lot of people are, excuse me, not a lot of people, but Americans, not necessarily Black Americans, they remember having a bike as a kid.
Yeah.
You, maybe a tricycle. Maybe you didn't have one as you got older, but you had a bike at some point in your life. For a
Yeah.
lot of minorities, especially Black kids, they don't have bikes,
And
or if
that's
they have a bike,
sad.
guess what? They got to steal one. That's facts.
Or they
Black
gotta
people have
share
bikes,
and
but
so much.
some don't, and that's facts. A lot of kids in the hood may not have bikes. Like, you know
There's
why?
like a lot.
What you got to pay for. A bike is not a necessity for them sometimes because you got to pay bills. Like,
But I think what kills me is, you know what, and I 100% believe when you make it and you get a little money, you want to do for your kids that you never had the opportunities growing up. But I also look back like, you know what, I'm gonna do it for my kids, but I'm also gonna want to help out other kids in the community because essentially I was just like them growing up. So what would I be showcasing to my kids, like, trying to teach my kids like, yeah, I'm giving y'all all that y'all want, but I'm not showing y'all how to give back. I'm not teaching y'all like, I don't know, like values or just I don't know, like just to help bring up the community. Like we talk about how much we love our black community, we love this, we root this for the black community, but we yet are not helping out the black community. the Black community is not really growing for real, for real. It's like we're in competition with our own Black people, and that's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's why I'm like, we gotta come together. Like, we gotta find a common ground. Like, I mean, I'm interested to see because Young Thug's manager, his people, they just bought him like 100 acres,
Oh, okay.
and he was like for him to build his slime city.
Okay.
He wants to build his own city. He gonna call it Slime City. So I'm interested to see what he's gonna do with that. Like, what your own city is
Okay.
gonna look like, and what that's gonna entail. Because it's just like it's time for Black people to really start having their own shit, because
Literally.
I do believe in the world coming together eventually, because honestly, universally, sorry, we all have our own we all have the same problems. You
Yeah.
know what the real problem is? The fucking government. That's what the real problem is. But we're too busy arguing amongst ourselves, amongst the races, to see that the real enemy is the government. You feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's not even a white, Black, Asian, Hispanic. It's not a race thing. It's the government needs to help its people thing. And they're not. They're having people die out here no matter what the race. Now they're letting some races die off quicker than others, of course. But every race is being impacted. And I think COVID is a great example of that. Like, people are dying no matter what color you are.
Yeah.
So what is that telling you? We need to look at who? The government.
Oh, but y'all, that's another story.
Yeah, that's another topic, y'all. But I mean, oh, let's go ahead and give our little updates for everything. Guys, our fourth episode is currently uploading right now.
Ooh, ooh.
To YouTube. Our third episode is out. Our third episode was about what? It was about our no, that was our last episode. It was about college. We talked about college life on episode 3. So go ahead and check that out. You can download it here on Podbeam, or you can check it out on YouTube. But make sure you share it. Share it. Um, what else?
I'm
Oh,
screaming.
guys, we appreciate everyone who's been rocking with us this
No, for
long.
real.
We're on episode 5. This was episode 5 tonight,
Ooh,
and
ooh,
this was
ooh, ooh.
season 1 of Shit Talking Podcast. We have 2 more
2 more
episodes.
episodes. Oh,
2 more episodes in this season, guys. Can you believe it? We've come a long way. We started August 1st, or August 1st.
damn.
It's about to be a whole month we've been doing this, and we're going to end in September, but don't be too sad, because we're gonna
We're
come
coming
back
back.
soon. We're gonna come back soon, guys. We're not gonna be gone for too long. Got a little
Nah.
freaky break. Gotta fine tune some things. Got turn some things up, tune some things up, upgrade some stuff. And then we'll be back. But yeah, we have 2 more episodes left in season 1 of Shit Talking the Podcast. Um, we have for you guys, we have some specials, so make sure you tune in. We're doing a small little mini series, a 2-part series called Upcoming, or Up and Coming, and we're featuring some artists on our show.
I can't wait for this one.
And we're just gonna talk about what it's like for them, what it's been like for them up and coming, in
Because
the
I want to
industry,
know.
because we're curious, and I think some of y'all are curious, because everyone is paying attention to the music industry right now. No matter who you are, you
Yeah,
got some type
everyone.
of artist that you listen to. So, I think we want to know, or everybody wants to know what it's like for some of these upcoming artists out here, and not these big ones that's already blown up, but people that's actually out here in the field right now that's really up and coming. You feel me? So, I don't want to. Did we confirm our first guest?
I think we definitely did. We just got to touch bases, but y'all ain't going to want to miss the first guest.
Because it's like, I want to tell them so they can know. But I don't want to say it if he's not gonna. If
I
we didn't
think
really.
we can let them wait. I mean, we can let
Well,
them
we're gonna drop the
anticipate.
flyer. So make sure y'all tune. Make sure y'all follow the page. How about that? Make sure y'all follow the page. Shit Talking the Podcast on Instagram, because
Period.
sometime next week we will be dropping the flyer for the
Yes.
first artist for this series, and yeah, y'all not gonna want to miss this show.
Y'all not going to want to miss it.
Y'all not gonna want to miss this show. You
I'm trying to
not.
tell y'all.
You're not gonna want to miss this show. Like, what? hopefully, they do a little performance, maybe a little mini performance. I think we should ask them.
I think we should ask.
A little mini, like our own little mini tiny desk.
Ooh,
So like, what we gonna call our? We gonna call our shit the what? The tall table. Ooh,
the tall table.
the tall table. Fuck tiny desk. We the tall table.
The tall table. What about
Fuck
they ain't
tiny desk.
tall? So they
We the tall
like
table.
the
Our
tall
table is
table.
tall, bitch.
But what about
Cause
if our guest is short?
it doesn't matter because the table is imaginary. Duh.
I know, dang.
Anyway, y'all. But yeah, tune in next week for the motherfucking tall table.
Yo.
With our up and coming series. Yeah, it's gonna be part 1, part 2. That's how we're gonna close out our first season, y'all. So don't miss that shit. This episode will be uploaded tomorrow. We'll post about it on our page. Don't forget to follow it. Turn the notifications on
Definitely.
so you keep up to date with
Definitely.
all this shit that we are talking here on the show. Fuck you, me.
I hope y'all enjoying
And
our shit talking.
well, I mean, even if you're not, I'm having a good old kiki time.
I
So
am.
we appreciate y'all for being here throughout because, you know, this was like a plan and here we are
We're
a
here.
whole almost month later, 5 episodes in, and I'm feeling pretty good. Like, hell, we got 23 downloads. That's more than I expected, y'all. I thought
Amen.
we was gonna have 0 downloads
Okay.
because like, no, and that's no cap because, sometimes people say they support, but they don't really support you for real. Like, they just say, like, they lie unprovoked for no reason.
No
So,
reason.
and even if they don't say that, people you expect that would support you, they don't.
You
So,
know, man, it's crazy out here in these streets for real,
but
for real.
I'm very satisfied. I know it's gonna only keep getting better, y'all. Like, what? I'm hoping that we get what I hope we get like 30 downloads before the. You think we can do 30 before the end of
I
the
think
month?
we can.
Cause what it's August. This is only how many days August got? This only got 30 days, y'all. We only got 2 more days.
Damn, it's crazy, man.
That means we would have to bust out 7 more downloads.
I mean, if we don't get it, I'm still
I'll say 25.
satisfied.
I'll say 25
If
downloads.
we
I think we can do 25 before the day
if we get
before.
25, I'm still gonna be satisfied because that's 25 fucking people who downloaded this shit on their own time.
What's up, filthy breakfast? I don't know. You added us. What up? What up?
Okay, hey.
Well, dang, I'm so, you came at the end, my guy, but, make sure you check out the podcast when it's up and live on our show page because we finna close this thing on out. But,
All right.
yeah, y'all. So, um, y'all have a great Sunday tomorrow.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Get a full day's of rest. Yeah, we're done. We're sorry, but
I'm
make
so
sure you go back and
sorry.
listen to the recording, and you can go listen to all our other ones on here or on YouTube. Follow our page on Instagram though. Shit Talking the Podcast.
We'll be back Saturday at
Yeah,
10.
our shows are on Saturday. Shit Talking Saturdays. Don't forget 10 o'clock p.m. So yeah, y'all. Have a great Sunday tomorrow. Get some rest or get some work
Oh,
done if you
wait.
need some catching up on. I know I do. So
Frank, he said it's 8:30 now. Where do you live?
yeah, what's 8:30? Where are you at, sir? We're Eastern Standard Time.
Oh,
Oh,
you
we're in
over
San
there.
Diego.
So that
You're in
means
California,
where's the clock?
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so
He
let's
said it's
just
8:30 over there.
so it would probably he would probably have to join in around like what, 7?
Oh, he
Yeah, like
said where
7.
where his family lives. Yeah, so that's like 7.
Yeah, it would have to be 7 because it's 11 over here.
Okay, that's what's up.
Period.
Yeah, so it would be like 7 your time.
Yes. But definitely like turn on your notifications so you
Yeah,
can get
follow
a
our page on Instagram
notification.
so you'll always get an update on when we go on.
Oh
Thank you. All right, guys. So this is it. We'll see you guys next time on Saturday, or we'll see you guys before Saturday on our page. But we'll see you guys talking Saturday. So until next time, friends.
yay!
Bye.
Bye.
Anita Woods. And yo ho wish she could. Yeah, check it. I got him snapping when I walk. My body poetry. Classy on the gram, but baby, there's a little hoe.